Unfortunately, in the last 20 years, helping kids and then parents with kids in pain, I also get a lot of emails about people around the world who are in tremendous amount of tsar. And I feel, as painful as it is, I need to share it. So we should understand what's going on out there, and we can learn from mistakes that are made. I got this email from somebody. Hi, I'm 20 years old, and I live in a very, very ultra-frum neighborhood. I won't bore you with the details, though my life has been filled with a lot of pain and suffering. Waking up each day is done with great difficulty. I've been faced with daunting circumstances that were beyond my control, beyond my power. I've been given struggles and challenges that I did and do not have the capability or strength to deal with. At this point, I feel like my heart, my soul, my mind have reached the limit of pain that one person can handle. Emotionally, I'm not doing well. Spiritually, I'm done. And physically, I've been struggling with an eating disorder for so long. I have no loving family. I have no loving community. I have no connection to all those people that were supposed to protect me and love me. I was robbed of my youth and my liberty. Freedom and innocence, safety and secureness. I just can't continue living like this anymore. My heart has reached the threshold of pain that one can endure. If one takes out a gun and kills someone, they are murdered once. I feel like I'm being murdered each and every day. I'm tired, and I have no strength left. Rabbi Fishoff, I'm not a rabbi. It's hard for me to articulate my words and thoughts. By the way, I think so far this person is articulating it very well. This is a very intelligent person, especially from where I'm hiding where they came from, but English is not the first language. It's hard for me to articulate my words and thoughts, but simply put, my life's just not worth continuing. My parents yell at me constantly that I'm evil, that I don't have a heart, and then I go and I fight back, and the cycle continues. I've not been observing Shabbos for a long time now. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to believe. I'm doing everything in my power to smother the pain and hurt by engaging in what I know is unhealthy behaviors. I just have so many conflicting thoughts. And then on top of this, my parents can't understand me. And they're just trying to keep on getting me to continue following in their path, which doesn't work for me. They don't know what's going on or where I'm really up to, as I stay locked up in my room for nearly 24 hours every single day. If I allow myself to be open and honest, I don't know if my parents would have been supportive and accepting. I don't know if my parents would have been supportive and accepting if things would have been different. Though I would definitely be able to try to create my own path and at least feel like I have a purpose to stay here, alive. At this point, I feel enough. I can't do it. I've exhausted every option I could think of. I've tried so hard for so long, for so many years. I did everything in my power. And yes, even if it meant intentionally hurting myself. I don't know what Hashem wants from me. I am weak, fragile, forlorn, and broken. I feel like at this point Hashem is telling me to just give up and end my life. At this point, I despise my parents, and I'm not interested in having any relationship of any kind with them. I'm done. My life is on a time bomb. As I'm at wit's end. I can very much admit that no matter how much I tried to argue about it, the fact is, children very much need parents. Yes, if I allow myself to be vulnerable, to be that little kid now, I could admit that if only my parents would support me and accept me and stop trying to fight me and control me and pressure me, if they would try to understand me and love me without any conditions, if only they would open their hearts and let me express myself without feeling that I can't speak to my own parents, if they would only loosen their grip on me and let me create my own path to try to survive. If only I knew that my parents would be in excruciating pain if I left the world. Maybe that would make a difference to me. If only they would think about my own happiness and my life instead of just what their standard or their system is and what the neighbors would say and their own pain. If only they can look at me and see a little girl who tried so hard to please them. Isn't that sad? We all know that when the skirt is 3 inches shorter, a lot of them are they're trying to please us, and that's as much as they can do, and we can't understand. That's what we criticize. A lot of these kids are really trying to please us. And this didn't start today. This was going on the beginning before the spiral, and as the spiral started. If only they can look at me and see a little girl who tried so hard to please them. If only they would see me for who I am, and someone that is trying to create a life for herself that she could actually live in without wanting to die all the time, then maybe my life would have been bearable. My pain would have been workable. And together with their support, my struggle might have been used as a catalyst for growth. But without their support, I have no energy. I have nothing to live for. I have no reason to breathe. I'm not blaming them. I know they're in pain. I know they're hurt. I know it's hard. I know I'm hard to love. And I know that they don't naturally know how to accept me. But my heart can't take the pain anymore. The pain of rejection, the pain of shame, the pain of confusion, the pain of sadness, the pain of guilt for causing my parents pain, the pain of loneliness. You have no idea how lonely I am. The pain of hurt. Yes, it's not fair. And then in big caps, exclamation mark, not fair. Not only was I given all these struggles, not only was I hurt, which we could understand what the pain is, the pain that causes self-harm, the pain that causes eating disorder, which we know, and the pain that causes all of this. For a sweet neshama to be in so much pain, there's only one thing that does this. Not only was I hurt, not only was I chosen to have an unlimited amount of pain, but I'm also still blamed for it. I'm called evil. I'm the bad one by my own parents. Parents that are supposed to love you, cherish you, care for you, support you, trust you, have your back, protect you, understand you. That pain of having my own parents turn on me is unbearable. And I have no more reason to live. Rabbi Fishoff, when I heard about you, I looked you up online and I started listening to your YouTube videos. And for the very first time in all these years, I felt that there is finally someone who understands me. Someone who knows exactly how I feel and think. Someone speaking my truth. For me personally, I don't think there's any hope left. My parents will never change their perception, and my life will just continue to be one struggle after the next. One more dark day, another dark day, until I just end it because I can't tolerate it anymore. But please, please relate to other parents that even though we try to present as independent and self-sufficient, beneath there's a young, innocent, and frightened girl just struggling so hard to survive. This is the pain of our dor. This is the pain of our generation, of thousands of kids. This pain, as far as I know, was not here in this world 30 years ago, 40 years ago. And the world had changed. And we have to first understand and recognize how much pain can be. And somebody living in that amount of pain needs help. And there's nobody on this world that can help this kid besides mom and dad. I ran Home Sweet Home, and I worked with kids, and Baruch Hashem, we saved all those kids, all of them. And I realized that one hug from daddy, one hug from mommy, I love you, I'm proud to be your parent. These are not bad people. Can do more than it took a whole year and a whole team of people. And that's why, B'li Ayin Hara, Hashem should continue to bless our family. We have never had a suicide. And if we ever chas v'shalom rachmana litzlan al tiftach peh, if we ever do, we know it's not because we didn't give enough. It's because of the nebuch level of pain and tsar, and usually rape victims that are suffering so much. But so far, B'li Ayin Hara, in all the years, that's why what we do, we deal with pikuach nefesh, and we have the results. Hashem should help all of us out there, especially not in TP, to stop thinking about everything else that's not working and realizing if you have a kid that's in this much pain, they're isolating, you're trying stuff and it's not working, that the relationship is the only thing that matters. And this is Das Torah from every authentic Rav and Gadol in all the generations. I'm putting together my book. I have over 6,000 quotes and stories. This is what the Chazon Ish said. It's what the Baal Shem Tov said. How dare people be merachik and murder children in the name of Torah, in the name of Hashem, when the Gedolim are saying no, only love. If you need help, get help. But don't murder your own child. Rachmana litzlan. These kids are in so much pain. I never met a kid with a spiritual problem. It's all about pain. Baruch Hashem, you guys are doing the right thing. Hashem should help you. But I know that there are people watching, and you think that you could save your kids watching videos. You can't. Videos are not enough. You need to be under proper hadracha. We have here a crisis center, which is advice, guidance, a family, chizuk from everyone, and Das Torah. Everyone has their own Das Torah, and we work together to do what we need to do to save lives. To take this child, if her parents would come here, there's no question, in a short amount of time, she would, all that extra tsar would be relieved off of her. She'll have her eating disorder that comes from childhood trauma. She'll have her pain, but she won't have the pain which is worse than all the other pain. That while I'm in pain, my parents don't trust me and don't believe in me and call me names and think I'm bad and think I'm not good enough. And children are so sensitive, so hypersensitive. One look can make them, God forbid, hurt themselves. It's a wake-up call.